Hi everyone, my name is Monique.
And I'm Naveen from Before You Play.
And today we're going to be doing a two-player playthrough of a game that is currently on Kickstarter called Defenders of the Wild 2nd Edition.
Yes, this game is designed by Henry Audubon as well as T.L. Simons and published by Outlandish Games, who are helping sponsor this playthrough. Now in this game, players are going to be taking on the roles of organizers of various animal factions. There's machines that have taken over our land, and it is our job to try to stop them from taking our land.
That's right, this is a fully cooperative game for 1 to 4 players that plays in about 1 to 2 hours, in which players will need to work together in order to move around the board, build all of their camps, and infiltrate the core of the machine before the machine completely takes over. And so this game was actually originally released in 2024, but now it is back again on Kickstarter with a new 2nd edition in which they have retooled the rules completely and streamlined the game. And so as per usual, we are going to start with a teach of the game and go straight into a 2-player playthrough. If you'd like to jump around, we'll include timestamps in the description below.
Now, we do have to mention this is a prototype copy of this 2nd edition, so things are subject to change in the future. There's also a Critter Moon expansion that we're going to kind of touch on at the end of the video, so if you wanted to check that out, there's a timestamp down below. Also, again, this game is on Kickstarter, so there's a link in the description which you can check out if you're interested in it. And lastly, if you like these kind of videos and you want to see more in the future, please consider subscribing.
And with that, we are ready to begin. So, if you please direct your attention to the center of the table, we're all set up here for a 2-player game of Defenders of the Wild 2nd Edition. Welcome to the Common Wood. Now in this game, players play as organizers of the animal resistance who are working together to try to free this region of the Common Wood from the machine occupation.
Yes, we have this machine core here in the center of our board and in our common wood, really, that is sending out different machine engines and building factories, mechs, and which ultimately is causing pollution, walling off our habitats. We obviously don't like that. And it is our job to basically try to take back our land.
Right, so even though we as the animals don't always get along, today we are banding together to work towards defending our land. And so in general, the way that the game works is players are going to be taking turns, taking actions around the board that are going to include things like destroying mechs, moving around the board, or clearing pollution, and most importantly, building out our faction camp tokens. And our goal is for each player to build out all of their camps and infiltrate the core. And if we're able to do so, then we all win, because again, this is a fully cooperative game. However, if ever we run out of machine parts, or if 2 defenders that come from the same habitat are killed, then we all lose the game. Now, if you're familiar with the 1st edition, this version of the game has rules that have been completely retooled. So this is a streamlined version of the game in which the win condition, as well as some of the ways in which the machine are resolved, have changed. So just keep that in mind. Now, the game is played over the course of several rounds until we either win or we lose via either of those lose conditions. And each round is split into 2 phases, starting with the organize phase. During this phase, players will simultaneously choose a card from their hand to be their organizer for the round. And so each player actually plays as a different faction in the wilderness. And the game actually comes with 2 different organizers per faction. And an organizer is sort of like the leader of your faction. And the difference between the 2 organizers is going to be the types of cards that you'll find in their unique decks.
Yeah, so each player starts the game with exactly 12 cards. And so you have 6 base cards that go with your particular faction color.
Yes.
And the other 6 are really dependent on which organizer you chose at the beginning of the game.
Right. And these cards look like this. They each represent a different defender who's a part of your faction. And basically each round, we're going to choose one of them. And these cards will tell you how many action points you get to spend that round. They also have an ability that you resolve either upon revealing the card or an ongoing one. And the symbol at the top left-hand corner here tells you what habitat the defender is from, which is going to be very important for both moving around the board and determining whether or not we've lost the game.
Yeah.
And so during the organize phase, players will simultaneously choose a card from their hand to play as their defender for the round. But it's important to keep in mind that during this phase, you cannot communicate the cards that are in your hand at all. So you have to do this in silence. And whenever you're ready, then we'll all simultaneously reveal our cards and resolve any reveal abilities. And so as an example, my defender here is Vili, who has a reveal ability that says I can draw a defender card from my deck and take the first player marker. Now, drawing a defender card is very important because you only start the game with 3 of them in your hand, and you will not draw cards at the end of the round. You have to basically find ways to get additional cards into your hand.
Yeah, otherwise, if you're in this phase and you have no cards in your hand, then you must just play the top card of your deck, not knowing what you're playing.
Exactly.
So I played Fayan here, and this one has also a reveal effect, and it says another player gains maps. Monique is the other player that I would choose. And there are 4 different items, and they all kind of coincide with different types of actions that you can kind of take in the game.
Yes.
And they also belong to the 4 different types of habitats that you see on the board.
The different factions, yes, and we'll discuss what they do in a second. And once we've revealed our defenders, then we can freely communicate. We just can never talk about what cards we have in our hand.
Yep.
Then players move on to the action phase, where starting with the first player and going clockwise, on your turn, you'll spend the number of action points indicated on your chosen defender to take actions around the board. And once you're finished taking all of your actions, then you always end your turn by drawing and resolving a machine card, which is basically when the machine acts, and this is when the machine does all this stuff like building walls, putting out mechs, and creating pollution. Now, before we talk about the different types of actions we can take, let's just briefly discuss generally how the machine works, and we'll leave the specifics to the playthrough.
Yeah.
When resolving a machine card at the end of your turn, there are 4 main things that the machine will do to this land. They'll deploy mechs who will attack players and basically risk our lives, and 6 of them start already on the board. They'll build walls, making it more difficult for us to move around the board, and as soon as a hex has been completely encircled, they'll also build factories, and there are only 3 factories in the supply, which means if ever a 4th factory has been built, then that's one of the ways in which we can lose the game.
Yes, because again, if you have to build something and it's not in the supply, we lose.
And lastly, what do factories produce?
Pollution.
That's right, and that is the last sort of risk to the board. We already have 12 pieces of pollution that are littered all around the board, and that is bad for the commonwood. And so a lot of our actions are focused on removing these various things, such as destroying mechs, removing pollution, rewilding factories, and of course, building out our camps. Now, as for the actions, there are 8 different types of actions in the game. And on your turn, you can choose to take any combination of them. You can take the same action multiple times, but each action only costs 1 action point, regardless of the action. So, starting with the first action here, the first thing that you can do on your turn is you can move. For 1 action point, moving allows you to either move just to an adjacent hex, or you can move through what is called a habitat corridor, which is basically a sequence of adjacent hexes that are from the same habitat.
Yes, we have mountains, forests, plains, as well as marshes.
And each defender belongs to a specific habitat, which is important because when moving through a habitat corridor that is adjacent to your current location, that corridor must be of the same type as the defender you played that round. And when moving through it, you can move as far as you'd like. You just have to either start or end your turn in that habitat.
Yeah, so our decks are comprised not only of members or defenders of the habitats that we belong to, but also the other assortment of defenders. And we'll see those in our deck.
Right. We just happen to play defenders that belong to our factions, but as you can tell here, I have defenders that belong to the other habitat types. As an example, had I chosen this defender instead, who belongs to the marsh habitat, and let's just say my organizer token was here. Because I am adjacent to this marsh habitat corridor, I could just spend 1 movement point to move all the way to this hex because I'm ending my movement on that hex. Although it's important to keep in mind that walls, the machine core, the perimeter, the engines, which are these 2 pieces here that create walls, as well as mechs, they all obstruct your movement.
Right.
So if any of those are in the way, you cannot move past those hexes.
So again, what Monique demonstrated here is corridor movement.
Yes.
If you have a matching card, that's how you're able to just traverse a bunch of different tiles.
Right.
Or if not, if you're just doing a standard movement, you would just move 1 hex over.
And that's essentially how movement works. Now, before we continue, because I did this example over here, let's just talk about these mechs real quick.
Sure.
Anytime you are taking an action and your organizer is either adjacent to a hex that contains at least 1 mech, or in the same hex as one, before actually resolving your action, you are required to roll the damage die. And this die has 2 main types of symbols. You have ranged attack as well as melee attack. And there's also 1 single blank face.
Yeah.
And so when rolling the die, that would be best case scenario. So let's try again.
There you go.
If your organizer is in the same hex as at least 1 mech, then both range damage as well as melee damage hit you. But if you are adjacent to a mech and not actually in the same hex as one, then you only take range damage. And when taking damage, you're actually going to flip over 1 of your 3 health tokens. If ever all 3 of your health tokens are already flipped over when you need to gain an additional damage, then 1 of your defenders is killed. At that point, another player would choose a card from your hand, and that is the specific defender that is killed. And you would place that card underneath the board here so that their habitat is still showing, because again, if ever 2 defenders from the same habitat are ever killed, then that is how we lose the game.
If this is a situation, we lost.
Yes. But the good news is your health automatically gets flipped over if you were to lose one of your defenders. But that is something, that's basically a situation that we are going to try to avoid
Yeah, we don't want that to
as
happen.
much as possible, because that is, I feel like, the bigger risk than losing components, right?
Now, even though there were 2 mechs here, you
Yeah.
only still roll 1 die for the entire action that you're taking.
Right. And you're rolling the die before taking your action, basically before resolving it. So then the next action is arguably the most important one, which is building a camp. This is our win condition. This is our ultimate goal for winning the game. We need to each build all of our camps that are on our faction boards here. And just so you know, the number of camps that you start with depend on player count. Now, in order for us to build a camp, 2 things have to be true. The first thing is your organizer must be on a hex of your faction's habitat type.
Yes.
So because I'm the purple player, my factions belong in the mountains. The second thing is our support token needs to be fully maxed out. Basically, it has to be all the way up against the next available camp. And we gain support by taking certain actions that basically fight against the machine, which we'll talk about later. If those 2 things are true, then you can spend an action point to place out the next camp on the hex that you're in, and each hex can only hold 1 camp. This would reset your support token, and you also get to draw 2 cards from your deck. So this is another way in which you gain more cards in your hand.
Yeah, again, if you're taking any action on a hex that has a mech or adjacent, every single time you take a action on
Yes.
action, you have to roll that die. So just be
Yes.
hyper vigilant about that.
Yeah, that would have been an example of me needing to roll the die.
Yep.
Now, not only are these camps vital for us winning the game, but they're also very useful in-game. Because if you're on a hex that contains a camp, you can take the next type of action, which allows you to heal all of your tokens, flipping them all over to the healed side for 1 action point.
Yes, and you can be at any player's camps when you do that because, again, this is a co-op.
Camps can also be used to move quickly around the board by taking the next type of action called regroup. For 1 action point, you can basically move from anywhere on the board to any one of your own camps. And unlike the move action, when doing so, it does not matter if there are mechs or walls or engines in the way. And the last thing is going back to the move action. If you ever end your turn on a space with a camp, so as an example, if Naveen were here and he had played this defender, allowing him to move through this habitat corridor, and he ends his turn in my hex here that has my camp, then he gains an item, and each item actually pertains to the 4 different factions that are in the game. So for my faction specifically, he would gain a rocket. And if I were to ever end my turn on one of his camps, then I would gain a map because that pertains to his faction.
And if you're ever already in a hex that contains a camp, then you can spend 1 of your action points to gain the item.
Right. So camps are going to be really beneficial for us.
Again, it's how we need to win the game.
That's right. Now, as for the last 4 types of actions, these are the ways in which we fight against the machine. They are also the ways in which we gain support. So starting with pollution, for 1 action point, we can clear all of the pollution that is in the hex that we're in. And each location can basically contain a maximum 3 of these. So we're going to be doing that a lot, clearly.
But if there's more than 1 pollution, you only still ever gain 1 support.
That's right. And when getting support, you just move your token forward on your tile. For 1 action point, we can also destroy a mech. That's in the same hex as us, of course, rolling for damage. Next, we have breaching a wall. So if you are in a hex that contains at least 1 wall, I guess, around its perimeter, then you can spend an action point to take 1 of your breach tokens and place it on that wall. And so that is the 1 component in the game that we're never going to really be removing from the board. So this can potentially be a true timer for our gameplay. But breaching a wall now allows us to move through it.
And the breach tokens are limited. In the game, there's going to be 12 total in play. So depending on player count is how many you get. So in our game, it's 6 and 6.
And finally, the last action allows us to rewild a factory. Now, we do not start with a factory on the board, but if ever a hex is completely encircled by basically walls as well as the core, because that counts as a wall for all intents and purposes, and so do the perimeter edges here, then a factory gets built. And by the way, if ever a factory gets built, we'll also draw and resolve a factory card. We'll leave those specifics to the playthrough, but let's just say, as an example, we have a factory here, and we're pretending that it is fully enclosed. For 1 action point, we can rewild the factory. So the factory token would go back into our supply, which is much needed, and it would get replaced by 1 of these pretty rewild tokens. On the opposite side of the token is 1 of the 4 items. So as a reward for rewilding that hex, you can either choose to gain that item, or you can draw a defender card, your choice. But the other thing that's nice about rewilded locations is these hexes can never have a factory built on them again. But that's essentially it. Those are all of the different types of actions in the game. Now again, once you finish taking all of your actions and you've resolved the machine card, then play proceeds to the next player in clockwise order, who takes all of their actions and also resolves a machine card. And once all players have gone, then we start a new round again with the organize phase. And so the game ends as soon as either we've lost or as soon as we have all infiltrated the core. And in order to do so, you as an individual player must put out all of your camps, and then you must go to the gate adjacent to the core, which is basically the space that is in between the two arrows here. There, you must spend 1 action point and roll the damage die, and assuming you survive that, then you escape, you infiltrate the core, and you basically sit out the rest of the game until all other players have been able to do so. And once all players have escaped, you've successfully destroyed the machine, and you win the game.
Yep.
But that's essentially it. That is how you play the new 2nd edition of Defenders of the Wild. Now again, the campaign will feature a new expansion called Critter Moon, which features new organizers as well as a new mechanic. So if you'd like to learn about that, we'll talk about it at the end of the video, and we'll have a timestamp in the description down below for you. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get cleaned up, and we'll get started with our playthrough.
Okay, we are all set up. We are ready to go. We've each drawn 3 cards from our unique decks. Now we do have to figure out who is going to be going first.
Yes, and we can decide that together because it is a co-op game.
It is.
What do you think?
You go first.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is also important because whoever is the first player will be taking their actions first.
Yes.
Unlike other co-op games where you can decide who gets to go per
Right.
round.
Yeah.
This one, you have to go first if
Until
you're first.
a card is played that switches the first player marker. So let's go ahead and introduce our factions, shall we? I am playing as the Sect, aka the purple player,
Nice.
and my organizer is Gusper,
Old
the
trusty
bear.
Gusper.
That's right. So I have my my organizer starting on this hex over here, which is where I chose to place my camp.
Yeah, so you have to choose one of the outside border spaces when placing your initial camp.
That has your habitat.
Right.
And I'm a hacker, by the way.
Oh, very nice. Very good. Now, my faction is called The Order, and my organizer I chose today is Burin, this particular individual right over here. And we are a pyro philosopher.
That's
so
right.
Got a little bit of smarts and fire. Oh, and I should introduce you to my camp on the far east over here.
Uh-huh.
So I'm cozying up with pollution and a mech.
Yeah, that's not great, but at least you know kind of what to do on your first turn, right?
Yes.
All right, so then what should we do? Now, we cannot discuss the cards in our hands.
No.
But there's no rules against saying that we can't strategize, right? This is a cooperative game after all.
I mean, it seems like you knew exactly what you're doing when you put yourself on pollution.
Yeah.
With no mech around you.
Right.
So I
in
think
a habitat corridor.
you're gonna try to pick up some pollution, I would imagine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then maybe you remove that mech. You will have to roll for damage.
I'm gonna have to roll for damage, so I
Yeah.
might as well get it out as soon as possible.
Right. Fair enough. So shall we go into the first round?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the organized phase. Now again, during this phase, we're going to simultaneously choose a card from our hand, but we cannot talk about the contents of our cards.
Yep.
We must do this in silence and reveal at the same time. All right, ready?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
Boom. All right, so I am playing Marrow,
Okay.
the Musketeer, and my defender is a part of the Plains habitat. So
Okay, the yellow.
The yellow symbol. Yeah, I have 2 action points. And upon reveal, I gain rockets and any other items. So I'm
Solid.
sort of going for a little bit of an item setup here.
Okay.
We did not discuss what the items do during the teach. These basically, there are 4 different types of items in the game, and you can use them at any point in your turn. Basically, as long as you do it before you resolve a machine card. And rockets allow you to either destroy a mech or breach a wall in your location. And anytime you use items, you never have to roll the damage die, which is nice.
Yeah.
The other items are going to be maps, which lets you move or regroup. There's potions that lets you heal or clear pollution in your location. And then there's bread that gains you an additional action point to spend this turn. But if you choose to do something with bread that is next to a mech, then you do have to roll the damage
Yeah,
die.
because you're taking an action
You're
on
getting
or
an
next to a
action point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, what is the other item? Maybe I should get one of these 2
What
because
is potions again?
potions heal or clear pollution in your location. Let's just do that.
Yeah, that's good.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take potions. All right. So that is my defender. Who did you choose?
Well, I chose Pure Dahlia.
Okay.
Pure Dahlia. Yeah, that's a flame dancer.
Oh,
They're doing-
pyrotechnic.
they're
Yeah.
doing it right there.
Pyromancy.
Reveal required.
Okay.
I must take a damage.
Oh.
And you'd be like, why would you, like, what? I get 5 action points.
Yes.
So
that's why.
So that's the cost benefit of that. But,
Right.
You know.
All right, so let's go ahead and move into the action phase. I am the first player, so it's going to be starting with me. What should I do? I'm definitely going to remove pollution.
with the potion that you got, right?
Yeah, should I just do that?
Yeah, don't waste anything.
All right, I'm going to use my potion. So I'm not using any of my action points yet. I'm just going to use my potion now
Again, that's to clear pollution.
to clear pollution. So I'm clearing this out, and clearing pollution gains you a support. And even though I'm not using an action point to take that action, you still gain the support when using your items.
Yes.
So then for 1 action point, I'm going to move. I'm just going to move into here.
Yep.
And then I'm going to clear pollution,
Okay.
right?
Boom.
And I do get my second support that way. And now that my support token is up against the camp here, I can spend an action point to build a camp.
Yes.
So, which is nice because this is the same faction. It's not like an ideal placement because I can't like teleport nicely with it.
Yeah, with there's a regroup action, right?
Yeah.
Where like you can go anywhere to a camp. So if you have 2 camps stacked next to each other, it's not like super helpful to regroup.
But we have so many camps that we have to put out. So I think it's fine.
it's a way to get started.
All right, that is it for my turn. A really fast one. Oh, I guess I could use this. No, I can't because I don't have a mech in my space.
Yeah,
All right.
So like you could. Here's something that we should probably explain. So technically with your move, you can start here and then technically move here.
That's
and
true.
then use the rocket on one of these 2.
Yeah.
Even though there's a mech on this core, you're never allowed to attack that mech.
Right.
That mech is always permanently on here, and it actually has reasons for where it's actually placed, which we'll go over later.
Yes, but because there's a mech there, you do always have to roll the damage die when you're adjacent to the core. So let's not do that. Let's just we'll just stay here. Okay, so I'm going to end my turn there, which means I now must resolve a machine card. There are 7 cards in here.
We're playing an experience level also, so there's going to be like an advanced card that's in there just to make it a little more difficult.
When we draw
When
it.
we draw it.
So this is the construction card. There are 2 of each type of machine building sort of cards in the deck and 1 reboot card, which we'll talk about when we get there. But basically, whenever you resolve these cards, you have to resolve each item in the order that's shown. So the first thing when constructing is the machine is basically going to attempt to construct a factory. And factories are built in hexes that are completely enclosed by walls. So the first thing the machine does is builds walls. And these 2 pieces here are the machine's engines. The front is sort of this jagged edge that is facing this way. So right now, the engines are facing this way.
Yep.
And when resolving these cards, they're going to move twice. Now, the significance of the mech on the core here is it tells us the direction in which the engines move. So one side of the engine has 1 of those symbols. The opposite side has 2 symbols.
So 1 gear versus 2 gears.
Yes. And so each engine is going to move twice in the direction of the single gear side, which is going to be this way. So this engine is going to go 1, 2, leaving behind a wall each time it moves.
So it technically started here, so
Yeah.
it left it behind, and then it left this one behind.
And this engine will do the same.
Yeah,
but
so we have the single gear here, double gear here, so
Right.
we're actually going to follow this direction. So it's going to go 1, 2, just like that.
yes.
And so we can go boom, boom. Now, this hex right here, although it looks like it's completely encircled, it's technically not completely encircled by walls.
Right.
So we don't build a factory quite yet.
Yes, as soon as this engine advances again, it's basically going to back up into a valid placement, leaving a wall behind, and then this hex will be fully enclosed and it'll build a factory.
Yeah. So
which is the second step of the card.
So what's nice about you having a rocket is you can kind of destroy its plans of doing that the next time it moves. So you can break up a wall maybe out here, and then as it moves back, this will be open.
That's true. I am right next to it. So I could always, or I could use it as an opportunity to go in there after the factory is built and rewild it. So we'll see. But either way, the second part of this card does not get resolved because you would build a factory in all empty enclosures. We do not have a valid enclosure just yet. So now it moves on to Naveen's turn.
Okay, so I have 5 actions. Where I set my organizer up over here, I'm next to a mech.
Yeah.
So I knew I was going to have to take a risk on taking damage.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because it's in the exact same spot as the mech. So range and melee will hurt me. But, you know, I got health.
So you're going to, what is the action you're
Oh,
taking?
I'm going to try to destroy the mech.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 1 action point.
It is it's a melee. So
So you take 2.
I was basically hoping for this. That was the only way to do that.
Yeah.
So because of this, I take 2 damage. So that's going to go 1, 2. Now, if I take any more damage, that's bad for me. So I defeated the mech.
You did. So
Yeah,
the
so
mech
that's
goes
how
out.
that works. Yeah,
And
so
you
that's
gain
out.
support.
I gain support.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's 1 action.
That's 1 action. The second action I'm going to take is I'm going to clear this pollution right here.
Okay.
So get rid of that. So now I'm at my max. The third action I'm going to take here is I'm going to heal.
Yes.
So we're
I was
just
waiting
gonna-
for that.
Yeah, we're going to
So
heal.
Naveen is at a camp. which
Yes,
is
my
the
own
one
camp.
requirement that you need in order to do so, and you heal all of your health.
So that's 3.
Yep.
I'm going to move into this section here,
Okay.
and then I'm going to clear.
So that's 4.
Ooh.
What?
Well, no, I can't. If I clear another pollution, it's useless right now.
That's true.
Because I need to build out, because every time you clear pollution, I could technically clear pollution. I just wouldn't gain the benefit of support because I'm maxed out here. But I can't build a camp on this site yet.
So you can't technically take the actions. You're just wasting the support.
I'd be wasting
So how many
support.
more action points do you have?
I have 1 more, so I'm going to continue moving.
So instead of moving in here, so had you not moved in here, you would have 2 action points. If you go 1, 2, you get my item. You get a rocket. You don't have to do it. I'm just.
I was thinking
telling you
about
that it's
coming down this way so I can set up my camp over here.
Okay.
And then maybe trying to work on these little mechs.
Sure.
And then regroup and then come back that way.
That's true.
All right, so I have 2 action points because we backed it up a little bit,
Yeah.
but it's going to be 1, 2. That's it.
Perfect.
So that's the end of my turn. We are going to have to flip over that.
All right, so
Card.
we have
Oh,
another
another
construction.
construction,
So
yeah.
it's the exact same
Well,
thing.
they're gonna build
we
a
already
factory
know
then.
the process. They're going to build a factory.
They will.
So let's
do this
advance this way.
one. Yeah. So this one is again, it's
Yeah.
that gear symbol. It's on that side. Nothing
Yeah.
changed there. So it's going to go boom, boom.
Okay.
So they are doing their thing.
They're doing their thing. So because the forward space here is the core,
Yep.
it cannot advance forward. So it's going to do what's called reroute, where it basically builds a wall where it was standing,
Yeah, and then it goes into
and
this.
then you back it up
Yeah.
until it reaches an intersection that does have an open space, and that is where it's going to start from now. So it's going to advance a second time.
Yes.
So it's going to be this way,
Yep.
right? And it's
That's
going to
it.
build a wall segment
There
there.
you go.
So this is bad because this is another risk here.
Yeah.
And now that we have a fully enclosed hex, we are going to build a factory in it.
We are.
So first thing that happens is we grab a factory from the supply, and we actually move the furnace, which is this token here, onto the factory. Oops. I was so upset that I just damaged everything. I just destroyed the factory and all its content. So this is actually going to sit here.
Almost. Almost.
Wait, can you help me?
Yeah.
I can't visualize this puzzle.
I think it's like this.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so if you can't tell from the top down, it actually fits on top of the factory. And the furnace is going to be very important for when we need to spread pollution. Speaking of pollution, if there's any pollution in the hex, it actually gets removed from the space and gets placed on the toxic track, which is a very, very not good track to have, because as soon as we have 6 pollution tokens here, we take all of the tokens from the track and we spread them to the 6 locations that are adjacent to the furnace. And if ever you need to place a token in a spot that's either at capacity, which means it has already 3 pollution tokens, or if you need to spread it to the core, or another space that contains a factory, then you instead continue spreading in an outward direction. So this is sort of how we can get in trouble
It
with
can
the pollution.
snowball pretty bad.
Yeah. And actually, before removing pollution and all that, we were supposed to draw a card from the factory deck.
Yes. Okay.
So-
So anytime you build out a factory,
Yes.
this is when this card comes into play.
Right.
So we have this one right here.
So it is the type of factory we're building. We're building an engine depot.
Yeah.
The first couple of steps are moving the furnace and then moving pollution to the toxic track.
Which we did.
But then the next step is also deploying a mech to the enclosure. And all of the factory cards are going to have those first couple of steps. The thing that makes these cards unique is the last step. And so with Engine Depot specifically, we must also advance each engine once.
Real bad.
Real bad.
Because we're still advancing to the right.
Yeah.
This engine turns to the right. Boom. So the second this thing boinks off and goes this way, we have another factory. That's
Okay.
really bad.
So this also moves this way.
Fortunately, what I can say is we got a little bit unlucky with construction twice.
We did.
You can card count. There's no
Yes.
more constructions until we have to reshuffle the deck.
That is true. There are 7 cards in the machine deck, 2 constructions, 2 of a mech type, there's 2 of a pollution type, and then there's a reboot card, which basically just moves this mech to the opposite side.
Which we need.
So we do have time. We have a like 3 rounds or something like that
We gotta
before
do
we have to see
something.
these again. But that is it. That is the end of the first round.
Yeah, I feel like we're like on the back heels right now. We've
Yeah.
had some games where we actually did pretty well, but I don't know. This one's a little nerve
There's
wracking.
been a lot of activity.
I feel like we took 2
the
actions,
machine.
but it just feels like they took 4 actions
Yeah, I think
based
they
off of
did.
the way the cards came out.
Yeah, but you know, there's still plenty of time. It is the beginning of the game, so let's go ahead and go into the organized phase once again.
Now we only have 2 cards. We do not draw up, so
Right.
these are the cards we have to work with.
All right, I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Boom.
Okay, I am playing Cora the Locksmith.
Okay.
So I have 4 action points to spend,
Solid.
and this is one of my faction-specific defenders. I also have an ongoing ability here that's Punch Card Reader. You reveal the next machine card at the start of each player's turn. So
Okay.
this is going to be for this round only.
Okay.
So we get to basically see
What
what's
it is
going to
gonna be.
happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a reveal, so mine's an ongoing. It's basically I can use maps as rockets.
Oh,
So
cool.
it's kind of interchangeable. If I had maps, then I could. I don't have maps.
Oh, you
So it's just something that is in play. But
can have maps.
I could. And this character's name is Ubi.
Ubi.
Ubi with the hook.
The Flame Keeper.
Yeah.
All right. So it's still me because the first player's token has not moved. There are cards that will allow you to move this to other players. So let's go ahead and do my Punch Card Reader. And let's just see what it's going to be. Pollution. So
Okay.
we're going to spread pollution from the furnace. So basically at the end of my turn, the furnace is here. We are going to place 1 pollution token on all 6 of these surrounding hexes. Because this is the core, then it's just going to move in the same direction
Yep.
relative to the furnace. So it's going to get placed
sure.
here, which means I probably don't want to like remove this. I don't know, actually. I don't know what that means. Maybe we'll just let it happen.
Sure. Well, are you going to place a camp here so that you can start breaching and doing all stuff? Like, I think you should rewild this thing.
Yeah. Gosh, the only problem is there's a mech right there. So I have
Yes.
to
Yeah, there is
I have
a
to
mech.
roll. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take a build a camp action now that I have full maxed out support. So again, I am adjacent to a hex that contains a mech. So I have to roll, but only the ranged attack
Yeah, this
will
is-
work on
yeah.
me.
Okay,
Ha-ha!
that's melee,
That's
so you're
melee,
good.
so it
yeah.
doesn't work.
So you survived that.
I do. So let's go ahead and build a camp. So I'm going to build this because it is the same habitat as my faction. My support goes all the way back down. Now I need 1 more support than previous to build a camp.
Each camp that you build just gets that much harder because you have to
Yes.
do one more thing to
Right.
level it all the way up.
And I must not forget that I also draw 2 defenders.
That is one of the nice things about building camps. You get to see
Super
more
nice.
cards. Yeah. So that was just one action.
Right. So I have 3 more.
Are you going to use that rocket to blow that wall up or are you going
Yes.
to take an action?
No, I'm going to do that. I'm going to use my rocket now
Okay.
to breach a wall. I'm going to breach this one.
Yep.
So I'm going to place out one of my breach tokens on it. And now I can move across it. Because I used a rocket to do that, I do not have to roll for that damage. I think I have to move in there, right?
Yeah, that's why you
So
did
this
it,
is
right?
action 2. And I still have
you're
to roll
moving.
this, please. Oh,
Blank.
nice. We're going to
Solid.
count that, right?
That's yeah, that was never going to roll over again.
Action 2, I'm moving in here. Action 3, destroy the mech. What do you think?
It's either destroy the mech or rewild. I would say rewild because you get to put one of these out and you get to choose the thing that you get.
Okay. Action 3 is going to be rewilding.
So she's rolling because of those mechs.
Okay, I have to take that damage. So 1 damage.
Okay.
That's melee. Now I get to rewild this factory. When doing so, the furnace just goes back to the core if it was there. This goes back to the supply. And then can you hand me a
Which one? You wanna
random...
go like this one?
Stop. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here, there you go.
Okay, so let's see what it is.
It's
Oh,
okay.
it's heal.
Heal.
So I'm going to take that since I was able to draw defender cards just now anyway. So I'm going to take a heal. Plus I have a damage already. And I gain a support for doing so.
Yep.
So that was 3 actions. For my 4th action, should I just destroy this mech?
Yeah, I mean I
What do you
would.
think?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to destroy the mech. Oh,
Destroyed your
that's
camps
2.
instead.
1, 2. Uh-oh.
That's okay.
Oh,
you have the potion to
shoot.
heal.
Yeah, that's true. I have the potion. Okay, that was risk-free. I destroyed all my camps.
Yep.
So again, a support. This goes out.
Yep.
Okay. That is it. Those are my 4 action points. Do I need to do this now? I can wait.
You can technically do it on the next turn,
Yeah.
or you can do it now.
Well, I can do it now.
Yeah.
I guess there's no point
Just
in
so-
waiting.
so it's out of
I'm
your
just gonna
mind.
Heal. So I'm back to full health.
I would say do it now. Typically in a higher player count game,
Yeah.
somebody might have a card that says everybody gains potion.
Oh, yeah,
you know
that's
how much.
true.
So then, like, if you were holding onto a potion, you
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to take a second one.
Right. All right. So now let's go ahead and resolve pollution. Anytime we draw a pollution card, we are going to take 6 of these
Just put them out here.
and drop them off.
Yeah.
So now the furnace is moved.
Yes.
So it's here. So it's going to be in the 6 adjacent hexes.
And that includes the
1, 2,
rewild spaces. There can be pollution in there.
3, 4, 5, 6. And that is it for the machine card. Now, what is it? There's 2 of them here?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 more and this will be maxed out. That's it for my turn. So shall I draw your card?
Yeah. So again, she's pollution.
Okay, I swear we shuffled
She
these.
shuffled it.
This is-
Monique shuffled this. Okay.
So at the end of your turn, we're going to spread pollution again.
And just as a reminder, the reason why we're seeing this before my turn is
Yes.
because Monique's ability
My
on her
punch
card.
card
Yeah.
reader.
Well, I know the very first thing I want to do
Yeah.
is I want to put out my camp.
Okay.
That's something simple.
So
So
one
one
action.
action point. Just put it right there. One.
And you reset your support.
Reset it. Yep, exactly.
You know what? I think I did not gain support for something, right?
Okay, let's go back. So there was pollution here and here.
Yeah.
So your first, this is blocked, and you start here. So the first two pollutions you took off is how you were able to get eligible for this camp.
Yes.
Then you have a
camp.
breach
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
You rewilded this,
Yeah.
and then there was a mech there. That should be a third one. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think you're missing one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is important.
Because breaching a wall, maybe I didn't do it when I breached the wall.
Maybe,
because
yeah.
that does gain you support. Okay. Sorry.
Very good. So I have 3 more actions.
Yeah.
I kind of just want to run into here and just take out these mechs. I don't know.
Oh,
What do you
okay.
think? Or you know what? I don't like the idea that we're gonna pollute again. That's kind of
Okay.
the benefit of knowing what's coming up next. That's gonna like force all these things to happen. So I'm gonna use the corridor with my second action to move onto this space here.
Okay.
So that's 2 actions. The third action, I'm gonna unfortunately have to roll because I'm next to a mech. You'll always be next to a mech basically at the core.
This is the second action that
This
you're
is
taking?
my third action. So first action was build a camp. Second
Oh,
action
yeah.
is here. Third one is pick this thing up.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll, and I hope. Basically, this is a range, so I just don't want to see that loose target.
Oh my gosh,
There we
don't
go.
roll on the board.
I know I won't do that ever again. Okay, but
But?
if you notice, this is a melee, so we're good.
Yeah.
So there's that. So
Looking
there
on
you
the
go.
bright side.
Getting some
So you
support.
get some support.
and then
How many actions? You have one more?
I have one more. No matter what, I have to move, and no matter it's like when do I do it? I might as well just do it now. So I'll move over here.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a good idea.
I'll move
'cause
there.
At least you don't have to breach. Well, I guess you don't have to breach it
Oh,
eventually.
nothing.
Oh, nice.
Nothing burger. There we
Very
go.
nice.
All right, cool.
That's it, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we spread pollution from the furnace.
Yes, 2 pollutions pollution from the furnace.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you know what? I built out that camp. I was
Yeah.
supposed to draw cards.
Oh,
I'm
you
a little,
yes,
I'm a little thin
super
here.
important.
Th-
All right, so the 6 hexes, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You just remove pollution from here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That is it. That's the end of the round. So we know what these last 3 cards are going to be. They're basically just adding mechs and rebooting.
Yeah.
So
there's literally those 2 cards: reboot and mechs.
at least we don't have to worry about pollution or constructing right now. So there's a little bit of strategic planning there,
Yeah.
possibly.
Reboot is nice because it doesn't actually do something negative to us.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. It's a nice time buyer. All right. Let's go ahead and move into the next round, starting with the organized phase again. All right. Ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Boom.
All right, I'm playing Maried, the salvage supervisor. I only have 2 action points, so not much. But the thing is, I do gain some items. So it is like I have 4 actions, really.
Okay.
I gain
Rockets.
rockets and any other item. I think I'm going to go with maps.
Okay.
Because maps lets you move.
All right. Very
And
good.
I need to get around.
So my reveal is draw a defender card and take the first player marker.
Oh, you're going to go first.
Yeah.
Oh, that's surprising, actually.
It's not
Wasn't
terrible.
expecting
Though.
that.
Yeah, like it's something. Okay, so I have 4 action points.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clear out that 3 pollution that's sitting there.
Okay.
So ready?
So first action point, I am ready.
Range.
Oh, range.
Got me. Shot me.
That's 1.
1. All right. So that's
Okay.
that. But I cleared this 3. Now,
nice.
unfortunately, even though I cleared 3, I only get 1 support.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's still support is support, so it's good.
Yes. Thank you.
It's like the rest of the animals in the wild. They're cheering. They're cheering for us because they're literally in support of what we are doing, our actions against the machine.
It makes sense.
Yes, that is what it is thematically. All right, so you have 3 more action points.
Yeah, so I'm close to another camp, and
Yeah.
where you're sitting right there is a good spot for me to try to build one.
Oh.
Because I need to get to orange spaces.
Okay.
I could regroup back here and then just do it out here,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like there's a lot of action in here to be able to gain more support. I feel like if I come out here, I'm going to be kind of isolated from all that support that I
Mm-hmm. Okay.
could gain. So I'm going to breach, but
Oh, you
before
are.
doing that, I'm going to have to roll, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my gosh, that's a reroll.
reroll.
That's definitely a reroll.
Yeah, you got to nail it in that window.
There we go.
Okay,
Perfect. I
nice.
like that. See, that was a good reroll. Okay, so breach, that's a gaining of support. Boom.
Oh my gosh. I was thinking about breaching this. Are we wasting all of our breach tokens?
Not all. I mean, we have what, 5? I have 5.
Okay.
So I'm going to move.
Okay.
I want this result one more time. So I'm going to move into there for my 3rd action. There we go.
Nice.
Perfect. Let's move. Hi.
So, hi.
We're crowded here.
Nice to see you.
Hello. And then the last action is I'm going to try to build this camp here.
you have to roll
So I'm
again.
going to have to roll again. We want the same result. There we go.
Nice.
Blank. Okay, I'm rolling well.
So you're building.
I'm building this. There we go. Boom.
Okay, so then I will leave the pollution for you.
You should leave that pollution for me because
Okay.
I built a camp there.
Yes.
I'm going to draw 2 cards and then reset my support down.
Very good.
So there we go.
All right, are you done with your turn?
Yes.
Okay, so we
do we
are
got?
going to resolve mechs. So this is a basic mechs card. First thing that happens is you deploy a mech from each engine. So 2 mechs will go out, and it's going to be, again, in the same direction. It's a single gear side, which is going to be this side
Yep.
for this engine.
Yeah, single gear side. Like
Yeah.
that. Yep.
And this side
Single gear side. So it's on the inside of this little
for this engine.
thingy.
And then the second thing that happens is you move mechs in pursuit. So starting with the player whose turn it just was.
Me.
In each hex that is adjacent to you, 1 mech from that hex will get moved. So in
Yes.
this example, it's just this hex, right?
Yep.
Because this one never hops off. So just this space. If there were 2 mechs in this space, only one of them would move.
Yes.
So this gets moved
Into our space. That's real
our
crowded. in
space.
there. Yeah.
That's really bad.
Don't worry about me falling
I'm
over.
really glad this is such a crowded hex. This is
You're
a
going
lot
to
of
vacate
activity.
very shortly.
I'm glad I ended my turn with that heal.
I don't mind too much that mech is there
Yeah.
because no matter what, if I take an action here, I have to roll.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been a targeted one. That's
Yeah.
that's a melee. Never
Yeah,
mind.
that's
I
a
actually do
big
mind.
difference.
I mind.
And then going clockwise around the table, we also resolve that for each player token. Now I'm in the same hex as Naveen, so we already know that there are no other mechs here. But had I been on another part of the board, then I would have had mechs pursuing me as well. But that's it. So then it goes to me.
Okay.
So I have 2 action points. I'm full on support here. I need to drop this off somewhere, but my spaces are like
Mountains
I
are
can
there.
go here.
You got to breach and
It's
leave.
kind of far. You've already breached this
No, you got to breach this way and leave.
because I can't pass through the engine. That's the problem.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, the engine acts like a wall.
Yeah.
Unbreachable wall.
So I can't it would take too many action points for me just to get to this
It's
hex.
unfortunate that using a breach
Yeah.
is not going to gain you support because you're maxed out.
Right.
But I think you got to get out of that hex.
Okay, so I'm going to use my rocket
Nice.
to breach this wall. This is we're wasting all
backside.
of our breach
I know.
tokens. So I would technically gain a support, but I'm maxed out, so I can't.
Can you map
Then
out of there?
yeah, I'm going to map. This is a move action, and again, when you use these items, you do not roll for damage. So
That's solid.
I get to now. The thing is, this is a habitat corridor of the type that my defender belongs to, so I can move as far in as I'd like. If I'm gonna have to roll the die anyway, should I just go there?
No, because if you roll it here, now you've Well, because
I go there. I remove the mech. Oh no, I have to plant. Oh, I see.
you can.
I'll just do it. Let's do it twice.
Yeah.
Ready? So I'm gonna use my map to move all the way here.
Yes.
I'm going to spend my first action point to remove
The mech.
the
no,
mech.
or
No,
to camp.
To camp. Ugh, I know it's not great.
I know.
It's not great, but I'm going to build a camp because I don't want to waste the possible support.
Okay.
So that's-
You got hit by 1.
I got hit by
That's
1.
okay. So now
All
you
right.
built a camp.
I built a camp,
Draw 2 cards.
draw 2 cards,
Easy
and
to
I'm
forget.
going to reset my support.
So you have 1 more action.
Yes, I'm going to remove the mech.
You got to remove the mech. So
Yeah,
hopefully.
there's no risk.
There's no risk here.
Yeah,
There you go. You're just fine.
just 1.
1.
But I removed the mech,
Gaining a support.
and I gained support. And there was no risk because the most damage I could take with that is 2, and that would have just gotten me to 3.
It would have gotten you to
It's
3,
when
and then
you
you
get
would
your fourth
have
one.
healed. Yeah.
Is when you lose a defender. Okay, those are my 2 action points. So let's resolve. Is it a mech or is it reboot?
Oh, okay, so
it
this is
really
the
went
difficult
2,
card.
2, 2.
So this is the 1 card that we added in.
Right.
To make the game more difficult for us.
Yeah, you can cater your experience by basically drawing these advanced cards. You randomly draw 1 or 2 of them if it's an experienced game, and then you swap out those cards in the regular deck.
Yeah, so during setup, we randomly picked mechs. So then we went back into the standard deck of cards, took
Yes.
out 1 of the mechs, and just basically replaced it.
Right. So you always play with 7 cards in the deck. So the first thing that happens when resolving the difficult mechs
what is
card
this?
is you deploy a mech from each engine. So same thing.
Okay.
So
We know this. The same.
same areas here and here.
Oh,
Then
yikes.
you move mechs in pursuit. So this is going to be starting with me. I do not have any mechs adjacent to me.
Nope.
Naveen has 1.
Oh.
So now you have 2 mechs in there.
no.
And then the last thing here, which is new, is you deploy a mech to the location of the player whose turn it is.
You.
So I do.
No,
get
that's
a
good
mech.
for you.
It is? Because I
Yeah.
can gain support?
Well, you're gonna try to heal. Hopefully, you don't get melee hit.
Yeah, it's kind of bad.
You'll try to defeat them actually, and
try
then
to
you'll
defeat
heal
them.
after. Yeah.
Or I might heal first. I don't know. We'll see. Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, that is it for my turn,
is
and we
it.
know what this is.
That's
This is
the
going to be a
reboot.
reboot,
Yeah.
but we're going to have to draw 2 cards next round, so we don't know what the second one's going to be.
Yes.
But either way, it's nice because we have a lot of cards in our hand. I have 4 cards.
I got 5.
So we have a lot of defenders to choose from. So let's go ahead and jump into the next organized phase. All right, ready?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, I'm playing this one.
Okay, since you're going first, who are you?
I am Ristel, a fire monk, and this says Order Comrade, reveal, draw a defender card, and take the first player marker. I already have it.
You already have it. You have 4 action points.
4 action points.
Okay, I'm playing Derwin, the drone tech.
Get it.
And I have Mech Meltdown. Upon reveal, destroy a mech in any location with at least 2 mechs. And when doing so, I gain the support.
Solid.
Would you like me to destroy?
Yes.
Or do you want to?
No, please do.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to destroy one of the ones that are in your location.
That's great.
And I gain the support for doing so.
I like
and I have 3 action points. Okay, so you're first.
Okay, I'm just gonna I'm gonna take a chance here, Monique. I'm gonna try to take out this mech that's in there.
Okay.
Okay, so you have the die.
Oh, well, you'll be fine.
I don't know. Oh no, that's not fine.
Okay.
That's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah, that's a 1, 2.
Oh, that is bad. Yeah, that's real bad.
I'm gonna have to force a heal and then hope that the I don't get targeted.
Yeah,
So that's a
really
support.
bad.
Yeah.
You gain support. Okay.
So I need to roll this or a blank.
yeah,
Otherwise, we have an owie.
I
on our
know.
hand.
We have a bad thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go for it. Ready?
So action 2 is heal.
Action
'Cause
2
this
is
is a
heal.
camp here.
It's a camp. I can heal up my camp.
Okay.
All right. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Oh, melee.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
good. Ooh,
Nice. That
Scared me.
scared me for a second there. I was
Good
like,
thing my tokens were there to stop the roll.
yeah. So because you don't have, oh, good thing I took that mech out.
Yes.
So
That's
there's
why I
no
was
mech
like,
in the
yes,
hex.
take that back out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I
great.
healed.
So that was action 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now action 3, I'm gonna try to take that pollution out.
Okay.
So we're gonna
You're rolling a
roll
lot
this.
of dice here.
There we go.
Okay. So
1, 2.
both of those,
Goodbye, pollution.
and you gain a support.
I do. I'll just leave it.
I'll
That's
let me
it.
help you. You're doing it left-handed.
Oh yes, thank you.
Okay. So that was action. Was that 3?
That was 3. I have one more.
Okay. Keep in mind that you are going to need to build a camp soon. So where are you thinking that's going to be?
Here most likely, but I don't have. I need to get 2 more support in order to get there. So I might take this route and do stuff here, especially because there's a bunch of mechs and stuff. I should probably try to handle that.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna have to
Okay.
roll for this mech that's bothersome.
Okay.
And blank. That's a blank.
It's a blank.
That's a blank.
It's true.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move across your breach token. Thank you.
Okay.
And then that'll be me. All right, that was 4 actions.
So if you are able to play a defender from this habitat, then you can move further, right?
Yep.
All right, so we know what this is. This is reboot. So you just toggle the machine direction. So now all actions are going to take place on the 2 gear,
You got this.
the double gear side.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to shuffle this because
That's how it works.
that is how it works.
All right, we are shuffling.
Very nice.
And let's just give it a little cut to
Oh,
make it
okay.
official.
It is official.
Reboot.
So I have 3 action points.
Yeah, you gotta take that mech
I've
out.
taken that mech out.
Yeah.
I'm at risk here, but we're going to try.
All right.
So I
Good
just
luck.
can't, I
You
can't
need
roll
a-
the melee.
You
melee.
Need, you need a blank, yeah.
The
a blank.
melee.
Well, you can do a target, yeah.
Ugh, wish me luck.
No melee. Nice. Target's good.
nice,
So you take a hit.
Do I? Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
I take 1.
That's
oh
fine.
my gosh,
That's
I
why
take
the
1.
melee is 2 damage. That's why.
Yeah, so that was removing this, right?
Bye. Get a support
Again, support.
You
I'm
gotta-
going to heal
for your second.
for a second action because I'm at my
Survival.
camp. And then for my third, I do need to gain 1 support somehow.
So you can do the slide down thing here or there, and then just be
It's
ready
true,
for
so I
the
can
mech.
still be adjacent.
Yes.
Okay.
I would probably go this way because I'm scared of this
I know,
one
me too.
turning and doing something and forcing you into a
There's
position.
just more action over here, right?
It's because
there are
we're
more
gonna, we're gonna have to draw 2 cards before it's your next turn.
That's true.
And you don't know what's gonna happen with this, so
Okay.
I would stay safe,
So this is my last action.
which is move, right?
So this is move.
The
yeah.
corridor. And
Move
again,
there?
you played a purple card,
Yeah.
so that's why you were able to slide on through. Yeah.
Yes, because you must either start or end your turn in the corridor.
Yep.
So I started my turn in the corridor.
Very
Okay.
good. Okay.
That is it. Oh, here we go.
Reboot.
The first card.
Max.
it's a max.
Standard
Okay.
mech.
So deploy a mech.
Now to the
Each engine.
double
So the
side,
double-
the 2 side,
So it's going to be here
and here.
and here. Oh,
Oh,
Naveed.
strong hands
I think you knock over something every
time.
turn.
Yeah. Oops.
All right. So starting with me, nobody is adjacent. Then with you, are there any mechs here?
No.
Nobody goes in pursuit.
Well, that's a kind of a bummer because you could have hung out here.
I
And it
know.
could have just sucked into you.
It's fine. All right, that is the end of the round. Shall we get a check? Are we about halfway? Maybe we need to build out 3 more each.
I don't think we're halfway because the support
The support
it
gets.
cranks more and
Yeah,
more. So we're
requirement
probably
gets
like
higher.
a third.
How are we doing on supplies?
Supplies are fine.
the
We're not getting
pollution's
overrun
scary.
by it, but yeah.
Yeah, factories are okay. We don't have any factories on the board right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
All right, let's move into the next round. So let's
Okay.
go ahead and choose an organizer. Ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Reveal.
Okay. Who are you?
I'm Lumitz, a fireboxer.
Ooh.
Ongoing use maps as rockets. Now,
Fire
I'm not in any possession of maps.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I did it strategically. I just wanted to have 4 action
You can
points.
have a rocket if you move into that location, just so you know, just so you're aware.
I could.
I am playing Axel, the machinist, and I have an ongoing ability. This is punch card reader again. So we're
Okay.
going to reveal the next machine card at the start of your turn. I have 4 action points.
Okay.
So you're going first, right? Let's reveal your card.
Yeah, what is
I like
this?
knowing what's happening.
Construction. So it's the 2 sides. So this is going to go boom, boom, like that. That's not bad. This one is going to go.
Yeah,
It's going to have to
it's
meet
gonna
here.
reroute.
Boom.
No,
boom.
no, no. This blocks it.
Oh, so it's
you
going to
do
bounce
the lift
back.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, no. So you
Okay.
lift it,
Uh huh.
placing a wall here. So this is going to get a factory is going to be built there.
Yes.
And then this is going to be facing this way.
Okay. Yep.
So this is going to move like that.
Ooh.
So it's going to be wall, and
Oh, boy.
factory.
Okay.
With that knowledge, is there anything we can do about it?
I can start like hooking. Like, so I played yellow, so I can get to this one right here.
Okay.
So it's like move 1. So I'm going to move.
Okay. So it's one
And
action
stop.
point.
So then because I did that and I met a camp, I get the item type that is
one.
the purple one.
Yeah, the purple players.
I
You
get
get the
Is that my
rocket.
first item?
That's your first item.
There we go.
Oh, is it?
Got to get in the item
Maybe.
game. Yeah, I don't think I've been getting them.
Okay.
Okay, then because I'm playing yellow,
Yes.
I'm going to do the corridor movement.
Okay.
Where I actually go in and then end up here.
Okay. So that's 2.
2. I'm going to try to roll for this mech.
What you're gonna move it?
Let's get rid of it.
Okay.
Target.
Okay.
All right, so I get hit.
Uh-huh.
This one goes into the supply.
Yep. You get support. So
Support.
that's 3.
3.
have
I
one
think
last.
There's oranges here, so I want to get into be able to rewild this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it a little bit more safe though, and I'm just gonna move one more time
Okay.
into here. But before I do that, I have to roll for this.
Yes.
So. Okay, that's a melee.
double
Yeah,
melee,
perfect.
yeah,
So I moved in here. That was my 4th action.
Yeah.
So that's it. But now I'm in a space where I can pick up this pollution and then
Yes.
build the camp right there, which would be nice.
Very nice. All right. Let's construct. So we already know what to do. So
Let's do
this
this
is
one.
gonna
This one's
go
easier.
1,
Do you have a second one? Okay,
2.
perfect.
Okay. And then, we're running out of these. We kind of have to
are.
hurry.
Yeah.
So we pick this up.
Boom.
This goes there. This is going to reroute. So it's going to back up and go this way, right?
Yep.
And then it's going to move again this way
Yes.
because that's the direction. I know it's difficult to see where the gears are, so just trust us.
Yeah.
we're
We're kind of showing it though.
we're kind of yeah.
So my goal,
Uh-huh.
is to pick this up. That gives me the last one. So
Yeah.
my turn's done, but
Yes.
gives me the last one, then plop one down.
Yes.
This is going to have a factory right now.
right now.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and do it.
that,
Now,
yeah.
this is technically still an empty enclosure, but because it's been rewilded, factories will not get built on those spaces ever again.
Nope.
So let's get a factory,
Okay,
shall
so factory, and then now we also have to draw the card for the factory
Yes.
as well. So boom. How is this factory going to behave? Like a chemical
we?
plant.
It's a chemical plant, so move the furnace. Oh, can you do the furnace thing?
No problem.
And then move pollution in the enclosure to the toxic track. It's just the 1.
Yeah.
So the toxic track.
Better than there being 3 in there.
True. Deploy a mech to the enclosure.
That's a lot of
That's
mechs.
a lot of mechs.
Many mechs.
And then the final thing, which is specific to chemical plants, is you add 3 pollution from the supply to the toxic track.
Oh, see, that's
1,
bad.
2, 3.
Yeah, see,
that's
that's
bad.
not good.
1 more, and we're going to have to spread all of this pollution everywhere. We need to manage our pollution a little bit better now, I think.
Yes. Oh,
All right. So that is your turn.
okay.
Now it goes to me. And
You get
again,
to see
punch
it.
card reader.
Reboot.
Reboot. So that's, this is a nice little freebie turn. Did I waste this on this round?
I mean, you didn't know.
Oh, well.
Well, you're going to have to take out that mech.
Yes, action 1. Action 1. Let's remove that mech
Blank.
for the final support. So it's a
Target.
1
Okay,
single
1.
target.
That's good.
Oops. Oh, what am I doing? This.
You did great.
This. Thank you.
Boom.
Remove
Took it.
mech. Gain
Support.
support.
Boom.
Action 2 is
Are you going to
move.
float down here? Oh, no, you're
Here?
orange. You're orange. Nope, you can't.
Oh, I can't.
You can move one over,
Oh, I
but
can't.
you can't slide.
I
Yeah.
can't do the habitat corridor.
That's okay.
All right, so I'll move one over. That's 2. Action 3 is build a camp.
Draw 2 defenders.
Draw 2 defenders.
gotcha.
Thank you. And then action 4,
I think you got to get into the mix a little bit.
I do. I could
You could move here and just get the rocket.
regroup.
You could
though,
regroup.
if I want to move like here, but this isn't really in the mix either, right?
I mean, the rocket seems kind of nice.
Because the mix is here.
Yeah, so
All right, I'm gonna move 1.
yeah.
So I'm gonna take
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a rocket, just like you said.
Yeah.
All right, those are my 4 actions. Now we reboot. So it just goes to the 1. Boom, that is it.
Yeah, that's
So-
nice. Reboot is good.
Yeah, reboot is nice,
That
but that
seems
means it's
fair.
out of the deck. So we have a lot of scary things coming up.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's go ahead and choose our next organizer. Things are getting tough. We're not allowed to talk about what we have in our hand, so I'm just gonna hope for the best with this.
Ready?
Yes,
1, 2, 3.
I'm playing this one.
All right. Who are you playing?
I'm Flick, a beekeeper.
Okay.
Archives is the name of this one, and it's a reveal. Gain maps and any other item.
Oh,
So I'm definitely gonna take maps and then any other
you
item.
can either heal or gain bread. Because you only have 2 action points. Bread gains you.
Another action point.
Another
right?
action
Yeah,
point.
let's do bread.
Okay. Very
Boom.
nice.
Now we're loaded.
All right, I'm playing Villy. I played him earlier. Reveal, draw a defender card and take the first player marker. So I'm going first.
First player.
Sorry if that ruined your plans at
Oh,
all.
I mean, I just
Just wanted to play.
we knew what I was gonna do.
Okay, so I have 4 action points. I played the purple card.
Yes.
What do I want to do? I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 5. I basically need to do 5 actions worth of
Stuff.
hurting the machine. But
Well,
also,
I mean, this mech right here, the rewild is rough.
yeah,
I mean,
so many mechs in there.
there's a lot of mechs in there.
I can't veer too far away from this hex. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you have no support, so you have to
know.
veer because there's nothing's gonna gain you support out here. You have to leave.
Should I heal first?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna heal.
That's
1. That's 1. I'm gonna move for 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my rocket
Blow it out.
to remove this mech
That's good.
and gain support.
So you
I
still
have 2 more
have 2 more
action
actions.
points. Ugh, should I just breach
Yeah.
this wall?
You can breach it, yeah, and just you don't
Alright.
have to enter it. You know.
Okay, I'm gonna breach the wall.
Dang it.
Ugh,
Good
it's
thing you
1.
healed.
But this is action point 3, right?
Yes.
So I'm breaching this wall. I gain support.
Mm-hmm.
What now?
If you want to just like buy some time, you
Yeah.
can move over here and then try to handle this pollution that's over there and not have to worry about getting like into this thing. Either way, you're gonna have to roll.
It's so scary being away from a camp.
Well, you can always regroup.
Yeah, but if I regroup from here, I still have to roll. Should I just regroup now?
No. I think you should move because you'll have to roll 1. The worst thing that could happen is you take a single damage because it's all range. The max damage you could ever take on a range is 1.
Okay.
So then if you moved here and took the damage, you would
Okay.
still, you know what I
Let's
mean?
just do it.
Yeah.
So I'll move.
Okay.
So for 4.
Okay. So roll.
Yeah. I have to
You're
roll
rolling
because
because
of
of
that.
these mechs, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, see, I feel like that was not fair.
We made a decision to roll our die in this fashion.
This is where you
we-
want a dice tray.
We must suffer the
chaos,
consequences.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm drawing a card, pollution. Spread pollution from the furnace.
From the furnace. Oh, see, this is a problem right here.
1,
Look at
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a
Oh,
problem.
no.
This is a big problem.
Yeah, that's why you're clearing this pollution out. That's why I had you go there.
We're running out of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, the good thing is on my turn, I'm going to clear this
Naveen,
pollution.
what have we done?
Nothing. We've done nothing.
Naveen, why did we choose to play the challenging mode?
We've seen that card one time. It's not even the
No,
card.
It just feels so challenging right now. You know, we might not win. Just so you're aware.
Yeah.
It's possible that we might not win. But anyway, it is your turn.
Well, I should probably, I mean, I'm going to have to pick up this pollution right here and just roll. So I'm going to need to roll for this pollution right here so that I can at least put 2 back into the
Okay.
supply.
That's action 1.
All right, picking up pollution. Yeah.
Nice.
See, that's a good roll right there. Okay.
Okay.
So boom, boom. So that's action 1.
So you get
I'm
the
at
support?
max.
Okay.
I'm going to have to build this camp out right here. So
Yeah.
you agree with this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you have to roll.
Yeah. So the camp's going to go out. I'm going to roll.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Target.
So
I
you
get
get hit by
It's a
1.
1. There we go. This goes back. Okay.
Draw 2 cards.
2 cards. Thank you.
Do you want to heal?
Do I chance it? Okay. How about I rock it
Okay.
and I blow this up so I can breach it?
Okay.
Or ooh, do I need to? Yes, I do because there's 1 on each side. Oh. All right, I'll use a rocket. I'll
Okay.
breach. I'll breach.
Okay.
So then that gets me 1. I don't have to roll for that.
Right.
So I have 1 more action. Plus I have the bread. Dude, going in here is so dangerous.
I know. It's so scary.
It's almost like I want the mech card to be pulled so one can come to me.
I mean, I think we've done one of each, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
So it's quite possible. So heal.
Okay.
If that's the case,
I'll
right?
heal. Yeah.
So you still have to roll.
That's a roll. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So before I do that, I have to roll.
So is this your second action point?
This is
or-
my second action point. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think I'm out of action points. I could use the bread to heal technically.
You picked up the
The pollution I built a camp with too.
pollution. You built a camp, yeah.
And then I
'cause
used the
you
rocket
breached with
to-
the
yeah,
rocket.
yeah,
You might-
yeah.
you didn't. Maybe you should.
Use the bread
Yeah,
to
yeah,
heal.
yeah, yeah.
So I'm going to use the bread
Okay,
and I'm going to heal. So I'm going to roll. Doesn't matter.
okay.
So now
wonderful.
I've healed. Boom,
Okay.
Boom, just like that. Okay.
Okay, very nice. Ready?
Yes.
Okay, so we have mechs. Oh, it's it's what you wanted.
Yeah. Do I really want it?
It's the difficult mechs.
Yeah.
Deploy a mech from each
Mechs.
engine.
So here,
Okay.
and then it's going to be one here.
All right. Move mechs in pursuit. So this is your turn, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna get one from here, and one from here.
Yeah. Okay.
'Cause they-
Maybe I shouldn't have asked for that.
Yeah, you asked for it. It's true.
Well, now then, oh my gosh, wow.
Oh yeah, and then me. Where am I? Here. Is there anybody around me? Nobody.
This one, but
It doesn't
that
pop
one
off.
isn't, yeah.
Okay, deploy a mech to the location of the player whose turn it is. So you get a third mech.
Why
your
not?
way.
Why not?
Why not? Might as well, right?
Yes.
Might as well. Oh no, we are in trouble.
Big trouble.
Big trouble.
Next action.
Next-
Next round.
Next round.
Keep it going.
All right, ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
3.
3 as well. I'm
Okay.
playing Rocky, the Rocketeer.
Okay. where's
I've
this
got
one?
lots of rockets, and I'm giving you one.
Perfect. Rocket.
So
is good.
reveal another player gains rockets. I have 3 action points.
Yeah, that's good. Mine's reveal. Another player gains maps.
Oh, thank you. Wow.
This is a giving round.
We didn't even know we were going to do that. All right. So I'm first. This is not going to happen for sure.
No.
It's going to be either construction or I forgot the other one. Pollution?
Pollution.
Pollution or construction. Is there a construction risk right now? No. All right, I'm going to kind of play it a little safe right now, which might be a problem for these.
For what's going on over here.
Maybe. I'm gonna move this pollution first.
Good
We have
luck.
that. So this is first action.
You're
point.
looking for no target. No
Yeah.
target.
Ooh,
Target.
Okay, target.
Lovely.
Okay, so that's 1. So I get remove these.
Support
for
yourself.
1. I have to use this.
Yeah, the map.
Yeah, I have to use the map to move.
But then you can move.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
And because I did that, I didn't have to roll because I used the map, but I also get rockets.
Yes.
So that's gonna set me
because
up
you
for
ended
next
your
time.
turn at a camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second action point is gonna be to heal. 2, 3.
Are you moving back in?
And then, the third, I was going to remove pollution, move, heal.
Uh-huh.
But because I couldn't take that risk, I ended up having to use my map.
Yeah.
Yeah, should I just move there?
To this one?
Yeah?
Yeah.
3. And I'm using the habitat corridor to do
Right.
that.
3. Okay.
Oh, I could move here to get another map. Is that silly?
There's a lot of action here. I feel
Yeah,
like
it's the same
I
thing.
feel like we need to handle this.
All right. Those are all my action points. Because this lets
gosh.
me destroy a mech or breach a wall.
Right.
No. I mean, I guess I could try to go there instead. All right, I'll just be done.
Okay.
So let's see what we have. Construction.
Okay. So this one's the easier one. It's the right side. So we're going to go boom, boom, like that. So we got one wall. And then
Okay.
here it's going to, so technically
So
it's
lift
supposed to
it.
go boom like that.
Yeah, so you lift the engine at a wall.
Yep. Oh, sorry. Yep.
It's like, yeah, I agree.
Yep.
And then it backs up and faces this way. You basically go to an intersection that has 2 walls. And
Yes.
it goes,
Oh, look, it cut off your way.
it did?
It's going to cut it off.
Because it's going to go this way.
Yeah.
So it gets a wall there.
And then it cuts you off.
Oh, my habitat corridor.
You can regroup technically
Oh, wow.
to get out of there.
That's
but-
true.
Yeah.
Okay, that's me. Now it goes to you.
So I think I'm gonna use maps to move into here through
Okay.
this breach that's there. So
Yeah.
might as well.
Might as well.
Okay, maps to move into here with the breach.
Okay,
Then I think I'm gonna rocket one of these.
nice. That's beautiful.
There you go.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, and then now I don't have anything special.
Although, why am I here now?
I don't know.
I was going.
No, you're
for
gonna
this
help
house.
here. There's 3.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, should I rewild or take out the mech
So you
first?
didn't use any action points, right?
No. I mapped in through
Yeah.
the breach that we had, and then I rocketed one of those out. and I gained 1 for that rocket.
Okay.
I think I'm going to take out the mech first and then
Okay.
rewild after.
Okay.
So I do have to roll for 2.
Yeah.
Hence why I want to take it out first. Come on, nothing.
Please.
Okay, 1.
Nice.
1's good.
Oh, it's 1. Yeah, that's true.
So I gain a support.
So that's action 2?
That's action 1.
That's action 1.
Yeah.
Oh, because you used a bunch
Map
of your
and
items.
rocket 1. Yeah.
Okay. Action 2?
All right, action 2 is going to be rewild. I'm going to roll because they have adjacent mechs. Okay,
So another one. Oh, rough.
Okay, this is going to go back here. We
Yeah.
got rid of this one.
We get a factory card.
Oh, factory card? No.
Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah, I was like, wait a
Say.
sec.
Other way around.
Ooh, map, or I get to draw a card. I'm going to definitely take the map.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then that's going to go face down.
And you get a support.
I gain a support. Yeah, that's important. Very important. Do I breach, Monique?
Oh, I guess you can, technically.
Like, I could regroup. I can, like, go out here and just, like, to survive for a little bit. But I could breach this one to get access to this thing. And it is my own habitat.
You could. Do you want to play it
Because
safe?
the thing is, if I breach it, boom. Then as I enter that space, I can put out a
You
camp.
put it out, but you're so close to death. It's hard. It's a hard decision.
I say we go for it. What do you think? All I have to do is just not roll this thing that I keep rolling, you know? It's just a 50-50 shot.
We haven't lost anybody yet.
We haven't lost anybody yet. I
That's-
think you
that's
got to
the
go
good
for it.
thing.
Yeah, I'm going for it.
Okay.
Breach.
Good luck. Breach.
Breach, 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 breach. Oh, good. Success.
Oh, good job.
Okay.
Nice. Good chance.
It's 50-50, honestly, on that. That's kind of not good. Should I just use my map to get inside there? I'll use map to go inside.
Okay.
There we go.
So now you're there.
Now I'm there.
You're hanging out.
So then on my very next turn, I can drop
Build
the
a camp. Yeah.
I can pick up the pollution that's amassing.
Yeah.
Is that last card going to be a pollution?
Probably.
Ah,
This is
shoot.
definitely a
That means
pollution.
this is done.
Are you done?
Yeah,
Yeah. You're doing it. Oh, I guess you have to.
I have to.
Oh, you don't have to use a map. That's the question.
No, it doesn't matter though.
Okay.
I'm just worried about what's
I'm
going to
gonna reveal
happen.
it.
Yeah, it's pollution. Dang it.
Do we have enough? Oh no, are we in trouble? Is this the end? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, is this the end?
This might be the end.
6. Hold on.
Let's just do
The furnace. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Now this is 3.
6. This is max. So you keep going in the same direction as it compared to where the furnace is. So it goes here. All right, it's not great. It wasn't the end. I don't know why we thought it was going to be the end.
I just thought this could have
definitely
potentially
not.
changed, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think we thought that was going to be worse than it was. It's if you ever have to go all the way to the perimeter,
Right, okay.
then it gets added to the toxic
right,
track. And then
okay.
all of these, if we have one more here, all of these are going to get placed out,
Okay.
which is that we have, I think our advanced pollution card does that, right?
Yeah.
So-
which we didn't play with.
I don't know if we're going to be able to make it through this
Well,
deck
the
one
way
more
I
time.
see it is I can clear this out. That puts 3 back in.
That's true.
And then I could technically move here, clear this out.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, now it's a big grind to get this back. But anyway,
Okay,
it's going to be...
that's it.
Oh, yeah,
so
that's it, yeah.
that's the end of the round.
Yeah.
We're still hanging on.
Barely.
You know, it's not looking good, but it's not the end.
It's not the end.
So let's go ahead and move into the next round. All right, ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Playing
All right.
2.
I'm playing a 4. This is Slover,
Okay.
the famed inventor.
Okay.
Look what I've invented.
What is that?
So I have 4 action points. I have Sect Comrade. Upon reveal, draw a defender card and take the first player marker. So I already have
Look
it.
at you.
Yeah.
All right, mine is... Wispy, a map maker, archives, reveal, gain maps, and any other item.
Okay. What's that
I think it's
other
gotta be
item?
Rocket, right? Rocket's the thing that's like saves us.
I will say. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really. Never mind. Go ahead.
What will you say?
I'm going to clear this pollution.
You're gonna clear that pollution?
Yeah.
That changed everything.
Does
then.
it?
Well, all right. I'll gain the healing power.
Yeah, healing is kind of nice right now.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go first.
Yes.
And I have 4 action points. I need to get 2 of these going.
Go for it.
So I'm going to remove the pollution here first.
Okay, 1.
I should remove this, right?
I mean, you're there. It saves you a whole action.
I think I am going to move first. These 2 are more dire. I'm going to breach first
The wall that
the wall
where I am.
where you are with this. So that's not an action point,
Okay, but you gain a.
but I gain a support. And then I'm going to move
In.
for 1, so I do have to roll for this because of the
Nothing.
mechs that are
blank.
next to me. Oh,
Target.
that is a target.
Yeah.
Okay, so I move, and then I'm going to clear the pollution for a second action point.
Nothing. Oh,
Oh no,
what have you
so
done?
that's 2, right?
That's another one though.
Yeah. So I remove these.
Uh-huh.
So 2 support. 3. I'm gonna move.
So you can regroup. You can regroup here, and just walk down here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
Okay, I'm
just
gonna regroup for 3, right?
yes.
Because that was rockets. So move, pollution. So I have 2 more.
So you're
Okay,
regrouping.
I'm regrouping.
There you go.
Nice.
Perfect.
Okay. So I'm regrouping here.
Great.
I only have 1 more action. So I won't be able to build this now anyway.
No, so you can either gain the rocket
Or
you can
heal.
just move or heal. Yeah. Yeah, heal.
Heal.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna heal. Okay.
Dang it.
That didn't
Healing
heal.
stinks.
Ah,
Like as an
okay.
action.
Yeah, healing is not great. I had these like grandiose plans of trying to build my camp
I'll go
there.
there, I guess.
For some
we have to
reason,
shuffle that deck over
It didn't
there.
work out. Oh yeah, here we go.
That's funny. Well, let's see what fate we have with this shuffle.
What fate have we?
Reboot,
All right, ready?
reboot.
Construction. Okay, so this is factory building
So
time.
it's going to be right side. So it's going to be boom, boom. Uh-oh, we're running out of walls here.
Yeah.
That's the thing about
That's
the
like
walls.
a true timer.
They stay on the board.
They
Even though
stay
you
on the
breach
board.
them, they don't come off. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this one's going to be boom. Uh-oh. And then uh-oh.
Oh, we're gonna build a factory there.
Yeah. And
Right.
then,
Yeah.
and then because of that, it picks up. And then it's going to go here. So
Yeah.
yes, factory will happen
Yeah, factory goes there now.
now, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing is I can breach and just go right back.
Oh
Or
my
it's already
gosh.
breached.
You'll see what happens. Just
What do we
this. So we're gonna move the furnace. So can you move the furnace?
Yep.
Then move the pollution in the enclosure to the toxic track.
Oh, bad.
We have a toxic disaster. So because we've added the 6th one, these are now going to get added to the board. So it goes surrounding the current furnace location. So 1, 2,
It's
3,
not bad. It's pretty thin.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's not
It's
too
stuff
bad, I
to
guess.
pick up and throw back into the supply.
Yeah, deploy a mech to the enclosure.
You see that I don't like. Yeah.
Yeah, and then advance each engine once. So that is the engine depot that's specific to this factory
Each
card.
engine once, huh?
Yeah.
So we're gonna build another factory here soon. Boom.
Soon, but not now.
Not now.
I mean, the thing is, we're running
my
out
gosh.
of walls
And factories.
and factories. That's true. Okay,
Okay.
that's me. Now it's you.
Look what you've done. Well, I'm just gonna build. I'm gonna build my camp.
camp.
Yeah. So,
So
I
roll.
will have to roll.
There you go.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so camp gets built. Boom. Draw 1 card. I have to draw another one, but let me just
Yeah,
go
so
ahead
you reshuffle your
and
deck.
shuffle that. All right, here we go. Give me a good card, something that we could really use, you know?
Oh, I know.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
So that's 1 action, right?
Yes. Oh, where was your defender?
Nope.
That was the one. That's the one card that you don't shuffle in.
Yeah, it was a 2 yellow, but I
It was the
will
one
make
that
sure.
was
Yeah.
hard to pronounce.
Yes, them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wisby.
All right, Wisby.
Okay.
Wisby. Good thing it wasn't the one I drew.
Yeah.
Okay. So should I move here with the map, heal, and then rewild? Or should
Yeah.
I move, take out the mech? Let's move, take out the mech.
You don't want to rewild?
I want to do it all.
Rewild. I like rewilding.
Okay, so I'm going to move with the map.
Okay.
So I
So
don't have to do
moving.
anything.
Okay.
Then I'm going to rewild. Now, if I roll this,
So you're gonna
we're-
heal. You said.
I know, but I kind of want to chance it.
What?
I kind of want to chance it because
Scary.
why not?
Why not?
I'm gonna rewild, Monique. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Oh, that's a reroll.
That's a
Why
reroll.
would
That's
you
a
do this
true
to me?
reroll. Please roll properly.
Oh, my
gosh.
god, is that a
Maybe-
reroll?
Okay.
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 All right,
Okay.
all right, all
Okay.
right.
Hold on.
Controlled
Hold on. We really
rolling.
needed a dice tray.
We did.
Land it right there.
Oh, death. No.
Death befalls you. Okay. We had to demonstrate this.
that, of course.
So the reason why is you have to take 2 damage. So you take
Damage,
that, and if
no
you
more
have to take
damage.
1 more,
Ay,
then somebody is killed. So when a defender dies, then another player randomly chooses a card from your hand.
So you're another player.
Yes.
So you'll be the one.
You're gonna shuffle.
All right, I'm gonna shuffle it. You're another player.
I am another player.
Randomized.
This one.
Who may it be?
Oh, it's
One of
purple
your people.
wrinkle. Ah, that's sad.
So if another purple
Yeah.
goes out like this,
Yes.
whether it's through Monique's loss or mine, then we lose
We
the game
lose the
also.
game.
we got this far with only one.
That's true.
That's not bad.
And the good thing
And
is
I
you heal.
re-heal, and it's not like my rewild was unsuccessful.
It's
They were
true.
just a hero.
You continue.
know?
You finish the action.
Did I say I rewilded?
You
right?
rewilded,
Right,
yeah.
so-
So it's now you don't have to heal. You
I
saved an
don't have to
action,
heal.
technically.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Just a low level pawn, really, in this
Oh,
game.
how dare you!
Yeah.
Wrinkle. We.
There we go. And then I get one of these. Let's go this one.
Okay. What is it?
Oh,
It's a map. Do you want a
maybe.
map or do you want a card?
I kind of want a map so I can
Okay, yeah,
get out of here.
get a map.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So it was camp
Yeah.
and rewild. I think. I think that's
You
it.
had this heal.
I did
Why didn't you heal first?
because I really wanted to not roll what I did.
Okay. That felt
and
like
that's
an
kind of it.
unnecessary loss. Wrinkle will remember
well,
you forever.
There was a there's only 2 of these and 4 other faces, so I took a gamble.
All right.
You know?
Was that your second action?
That was
That's
everything.
it then, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to do any of those things? Or are you done?
No, I'm done.
Okay. All right. Let's see what you get. Pollution.
We get really.
We.
but,
It's true. It is we. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not going to survive the next pollution phase.
No. So you need to find your way.
If the next card is pollution, we will lose.
Okay.
Okay.
I've accepted this fate.
You have accepted it.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because this is full. Ugh.
Well, I leave it to you.
No, I've taken my turn.
Oh,
We're going into a new round.
I leave it to a new round then, shall we?
This is the final round. I think this is the final round. There's no way that we're going to pass them, I think.
You think it's over?
We all need to put out all of our camps. I have 2 more camps.
I have only one more.
And we need to make it to the gate adjacent to the core and take an action there.
Let's clean up pollution.
It's the
Let's
pollution.
just focus on
If
that
we
right
can't, we need at least 6 pollution in our supply.
There's not a lot of walls either. There's only like 6 walls left.
Yeah, but I think it's that the pollution is the problem.
There's
Yeah.
only one left.
We're
yeah.
at the very end here.
Okay.
All right, let's just see our fate, shall we? Ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
I'm playing a 4.
All right, I'm playing a 3. This is Riz, my party pyrotechnician.
Okay.
So upon reveal, another player gains rockets.
That's fantastic.
So you are fully loaded
No,
on items.
that's great.
I have 3 action points.
Okay, mine is Ubi, the Flamekeeper.
Yeah.
Fires while ongoing. Use maps as rockets.
Oh, so it's like you have 2.
It's like I have 2 rockets.
Okay, so I'm first. I need to place this camp.
Yeah,
So just
you-
move over
I
1
think you had to move over 1.
here,
Yeah.
or no, that's foolish, right?
Move over 1.
Here.
Oh, okay.
Well, because I would have to roll
Yeah.
for that one.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, so I move there. I'm gonna put out a camp for 2.
Sure.
All right.
There we go.
So and I draw two cards, right?
Yep.
So that was my second action.
So are you gonna move in here and then try to clear out these 2?
I mean, I guess I only have
Pollution.
1 more action left. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Oh, because
So,
you moved and camped.
yeah,
Because then from there it's breach to this. Like you have access to
just move in here.
Yeah, just move in there.
All right, let's just do it.
You don't
let's
have to
just-
roll either.
Let's just stop being afraid of losing health. This might be it,
yeah,
though.
Yeah, don't be
Is
pollution.
it pollution? Is it pollution?
Oh, it's over. We lost.
It is done.
I shuffled that.
It is done.
Dang it. I don't want to lose.
Naveen, we lost. So,
Show 'em why.
this is probably pretty self-explanatory, but we have to spread pollution from the furnace. We only have a single pollution left. It was pollution in the end that got us, Naveen.
I had no chance. I mean, my goal was to go. I don't know. I was gonna blow him up with rockets. So that'd have been boom 1.
Yeah.
Then I would have probably mapped into here. Or not mapped into here. I would have just moved into here and just not had to roll.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing. Well, no, I would have to roll 1. Whatever. Let's just say I rolled. I take a hit.
Oh.
Then I would clear the pollution
Taking your turn.
with a boom.
Okay.
Safe.
Save.
I would move again.
Yeah.
I have to roll.
Oh.
My gosh, it's destroying it. Taking another hit. Clearing out this pollution on
Wow.
a roll.
Naveen, you are such a hero.
That would have been so heroic. That would have been 5 pollution back and another boom, boom.
Oh, you should have gone first.
Honestly, I didn't have the card that says take another, take
Yeah,
first
I
player.
think it came down to the defenders that I had in my hand also.
Yeah.
I just drew these 2.
I actually wanted to go
So
first.
now that the game is over, we
Yeah.
can reveal our hands. I just drew these 2. So my other options were single action point cards and
A single action.
what am I
point
going to do
card.
with that? But the thing that's nice about these is you do not draw a machine card at the end of your turn. So had I used this, we
Yeah.
would have survived for another round because
Yes.
you would have
Then
gone.
I would have gone.
But we couldn't communicate that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we couldn't
Like
communicate
that is like the communication wrinkle.
Oh, because I would have gone and I would have cleared out
Yes.
enough pollution.
Yes, it's so funny because I was looking at these two and I was like, I can't play you guys.
can't justify
I can't send
that.
you out onto the field. But here I am
Oh,
with my
there you
party pyrotechnician.
Don't underestimate the values,
Oh well.
Oh, well.
So, anywho, that is it. We lost today.
We did.
I do think it's because we upped the challenge. If you don't want it to be this difficult, you don't have to play with any of these difficult cards.
You can play with like 3 difficult cards also.
You can also make it extremely difficult if you know the game really well. We probably should not have played with this. We thought we would take,
We
take
took a
some
chance.
risks
We took a
here.
chance.
But you would have had just a second one of these. So
It was rough that first round having the double on everything. It was
yes. Honestly, I don't even think this was the reason
don't
why.
think that
No,
was
we
it,
lost
no.
on pollution.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether this was in here or not, we were going to
We're
lose.
just making excuses.
We're making excuses.
There
I
you
think maybe we didn't take enough risks earlier on. I was too afraid of losing defenders.
I mean, you have to
think,
be though. Like that's one of your lose conditions.
Yeah, but I think it literally slowed down our movement. Whenever I would try to protect health and like move away from the action, like you really need to
Yeah.
go into the action.
You do, but you also have to not lose defenders because
But you could lose 4.
technically you have to come out
just have
perfect.
you just have
Like
to hope
one
that
orange,
you're not.
one yellow, one purple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think maybe there could have been a hybrid. Like we could have done a little bit more risk taking because we were kind of far, but we weren't that far.
Maybe if we were like once the first defender was lost,
Yeah.
then at that point play cautious.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
Anywho, that is Defenders of the Wild 2nd edition. Now, if you are familiar with the 1st edition, as you can see, a lot of the rules have been changed. It has become more streamlined. And that includes the win condition as well as how a lot of these machine cards are resolved. In addition, we didn't play with it, but there's also a new expansion called Critter Moon, which introduces 8 new organizers, as well as a new mechanic, which are these critter tokens. Now, you can play with these with just the base game, or you can play with these with the rest of the new organizers that come with the expansion. But essentially, what they do is these get placed on top of your faction token like that. And after building a camp, you gain your critter token, flipping it over. And now, just like an item, you can use the ability of your critter token before you end your turn.
Yep.
And the abilities are dependent on your faction. So in the case of the sect, my ability is the beetle, or my critter is the beetle. And this allows me to move any mech to its adjacent location.
We should have played with that.
We should have. For Naveen's faction, which is the Order, his is the Honeybee, which allows any one player to relocate to an adjacent location without mechs. The Coven has the Dragonfly, which lets you move all pollution in any location to its adjacent location. That would truly, that truly would have been helpful, but nobody was playing as this faction. And finally, the Council has the Ant, which allows any one player to exchange an item for a different item.
There you go.
But that's essentially it in terms of what the expansion includes. And of course, all of the new organizers have new organizer tokens. And again, there are going to be 2 new ones per faction.
And again, you get a special set of cards per
Yes.
organizer, right? And the way you discern which cards go with which one is there's a little letter in the bottom,
Right.
which corresponds with basically the letter of the organizer that you're using.
Yes.
So you have your 6 normal cards like you would without the letter, and then plus the 6 for each organizer
Yes,
themselves.
the
So
unique decks.
that's why it's unique, yeah.
Now again, we were playing a 2-player game, and in higher player counts, you'll have less camps that you'll need to put out. You'll also have fewer breach tokens, because there's always going to be 12 breach tokens ever for each game that you divvy out equally to all players. But otherwise, the rules are the same.
Yes. Well, there you have it. That is Defenders of the Wild 2nd edition. Now, if you have any questions about the gameplay you saw here, feel free to leave in the comments down below. We'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. Again, this game is currently on Kickstarter, so if you're interested in the campaign, there's a link in the description, which you can check out at your leisure. Lastly, if you like these kind of videos and you want to see more in the future, please consider subscribing.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.